Does your dog do this too? Barking at other dogs or maybe people or bicycles, things like that? Okay, so this is not a dog training video. So if that's what you're looking for, you can just keep scrolling. This is a video about how our emotions and our thoughts and our feelings and what we're doing at the other end of that leash is impacting our animals. And it's not just, this isn't just about dogs. It's about cats and horses and bunny rabbits. It's our animals are picking up on what we're feeling. And that's the kind of stuff that I talk about. But right here, I just want to show you this example of Stanley this morning barking at another dog. So let me give you the backstory about what happened here. Before this, we were having this great walk, sniffing around, enjoying a leisurely Saturday morning. It's wildfire season here in my country, and right now there is a lot of smoke in the air, unfortunately. And so I like to go out early in the morning because I have asthma, and I like to go out early in the morning so that both Stanley and I can kind of get through a little low smoke point of the day. Okay, so it's a little more enjoyable for both of us. So I was out walking, and the thing I want to say is this behavior that I just kind of showed you, this barking, is something that Stan used to do all the time. Very reactive kind of dog on leash, and he's not anymore. He's actually walks by 90% of dogs without any reaction whatsoever. And when he does tend to react, it's because they've reacted first nowadays. And the reason why is because I've done a lot of work on myself on what the energy is at the other end of the leash. That calm, cool, collected, grounded energy really helps him, and he really doesn't react very much at all anymore. So in that video, I'm trying to get a video of him barking at these other two dogs and hold him at the same time. So it was difficult, and I wasn't able to get much of it. But you can see him barking. He's actually barking at two other dogs. And these are the dogs that he's barking at. I know it's wintertime, but this is video that I have of these two dogs. They're reactive dogs, and they like to bark at him, and he used to like to bark at them. And he doesn't do that anymore, as you can see from this video of us here in the snow with them barking and him being curious and aware of them, but non-reactive. And that's because of what was happening at my end of the leash. Okay, and this is sort of how he rolls now. This is how he is typically, this winter video here, this is how he typically is with other dogs. But this morning something was different. So what was it? Because we were having this peaceful walk and something changed. But it wasn't him that changed, it was me. And what happened was we were walking along. I'm obviously aware of these, the smoke and the wildfires. And as I said, out early in order to avoid this. And we passed by this guy who's on a motorcycle. And he stopped at the traffic light that we walked by. And the black smoke that was coming out of this guy's motorcycle was overwhelming. And my mind immediately started going into this whole, why is he riding his bicycle? Doesn't he know that there's smoke already in the air? He should get his motorcycle fixed. He shouldn't be doing that, right? My mind starts going. I start feeling frustrated and angry at this guy, this random guy, because he's contributing to the smoke and the smog, and he shouldn't be doing that, right? Okay, you guys can relate to this. And he passes by, and 30 seconds later, we turn the corner, and those dogs are there. And Stanley reacts this way. He wasn't reacting to the dog. He was reacting to my mindset, to my verbal argument that was going on with some random guy on a motorcycle, and the anger and frustration that I was feeling. He is feeling that energy, that emotion in my heart field. If you ever take a workshop with me, you'll learn about the science behind that. He's actually reading my energy in that moment. Mom is frustrated and angry, and he sees something that triggers him, and whammo. These are dogs that we walk by now all the time with no reaction. But today it was different. And what was different? The other end of the leash, my end, was angry, frustrated, talking a mile a minute in my mind. And he showed me, he taught me in that moment, Mom, you are not present. You are experiencing an emotion that isn't even relevant. The guy's gone. Why are you spinning? Why are you still spinning in this anger and frustration? Right? He showed me that. He taught me that in the moment. So here's the beautiful thing about this, because now this is what we start to do as soon as we pass those dogs. I start to let him smell and sniff, which is starting to calm his nervous system down, right? And you can't see it because I'm videoing, but I'm now starting to reset my own nervous system with techniques that I do and that I teach. I'm resetting my nervous system as he's resetting his, and the two of us are co-regulating. And within about 30 seconds, we are moving like this, calming down, walking, and as you can see, nice, calm, cool, and collected walk. We were able to reset that in about 30 seconds. And then, as proof that we reset ourselves, these dogs come by. Two other dogs that if I hadn't reset myself, if I hadn't allowed him to reset, he would have gone crazy again, barking at them. You see, so these are the kinds of things that we look at, that I look at, is one, what is my animal teaching me in the moment about how I'm thinking and feeling? What kind of emotions have I brought home from work, or listening to somebody at work and their sort of relationship drama, friends, things like that? Have I taken that on? Have I been the empath in that moment and taken on other people's emotions? And then am I bringing that home to my animals, and are my animals picking that up from me? We look at these kinds of things and how we help. But the main thing is we talk about what kinds of things we can do to shift ourselves, to help our animals and to help our people. And to help ourselves, right? That's the important thing. Those are the things that trainers and behaviorists and healthcare professionals, they're not talking about the piece at the other end of the leash, or at the other end of the sofa, or on in the saddle. If you look at that, they're not talking about that. That's the stuff that I talk about, right? How can we help our animals by helping ourselves and looking at our animals as teachers? How can we read and learn their message and decode the message that they're trying to tell us in any moment, and then take action and do something about it? So these are the things that I talk about all the time. If you read any of my socials or take any of my workshops or do any kind of one-on-one work with me, these are the things that I talk about. These are the shifts that I make. This is a shift that I've made with my own dog, but I make shifts and help people with animals. Hundreds of people on a monthly basis make these kind of shifts. So reach out. There's a workshop here that this is probably attached to. Jump in, learn the science behind this, and then get a reading with me, a session with me. I'm going to help you decode what your animals are trying to tell you in any moment, and then kind of give you a path to how you can make changes for both of you. So don't wait any longer. Don't have any more of these kind of events on a walk, or watch your cats fight in your living room, or um, have your horse drag you away because they're spooking at something crazy, right? Or have them try to bite you while you're grooming. Don't do any of that any longer. You know, life's too short. Their life is short, and so is ours. And don't we want to be spending more time walking like this and enjoying each other and learning how to get to this place than struggling? So reach out.